Hi guys, happy Tuesday. So I am diving deeper into a current series I'm working on with my clients, which is about becoming a public figure and elevating your status as a public figure. So last week I talked about how leadership keeps me up and how leading by example and leading with the intention of helping, inspiring, and empowering others is such a powerful way to show up in life. So this week, I want to share another way that I stay up, which is also something that challenges me in a big way, because it's letting me know that it's time to evolve. And this thing is confidence, right? So again, I talked briefly about confidence back in October when I shared my 5 checkpoints of following your professional purpose, confidence being the 5th and final checkpoint in that equation. And what I shared back then is that confidence is developed when we align our beliefs and our habits with our truest self and our deepest desire. That's when our confidence is developed, it's cooking, it's rocking, it's there for us. And what's cool about that is if you are a highly motivated person and if you're driven just like me, if confidence is challenging you, it may mean a huge opportunity has presented itself. And how exciting is that, right? So when my clients are presented with these huge opportunities, we go right back to the mindset work. And this is, really when abundance has landed in our lap. And when our mindset is not ready to receive it, we tend to either push it away or we lose it along the way. And that most likely means we didn't create a space in our mindset to receive this huge opportunity, whatever it may be. So, the biggest, most consistent mindset upgrade that I'm personally working on, and what I work on the most with my clients, is upgrading confidence. And it's the number one thing that rocks our boat. Even for the most confident of us, it's the number one thing that rocks our boat. When I'm working with my clients, I always ask them when we get to these moments when a huge opportunity has come their way and, they start second guessing and, that doubt comes in, that I ask them to, go through this following sequence. So I ask them to notice how you confidently do some things in your life, but not the bigger things. And you already know what the bigger things are because they're the things that are challenging your confidence. And then notice when you are not the shiniest, most accomplished person in the room and how your confidence shifts, right? And notice when you believe you don't know enough, you don't have enough experience or seniority. And notice when you just flat out believe someone else is better than you, right? Notice how your confidence shifts. And then notice when you find yourself backing down, right? When you're not speaking up about something, or you're not putting your name in the hat for an opportunity, or you're believing that someone else deserves something over you. You might be making excuses or believing the excuses, or you may be believing that you may lose something or someone if you speak your truth, or that if you speak your truth, you may be wrong. Does any of this sound familiar? So I notice this every time my confidence is challenged. I notice it every time. And it almost feels like an outer body experience for me because I am confident in the majority of my life. For example, I love public speaking. I love it. Put me in a room with as many people as possible and I will raise my hand and get up. Like, I love speaking in front of people. And I even got on stage in November and, in front of an audience of 800, and I shared a very personal story about failure, about how I was being evicted from one of my apartments in New York City. Yet, as a soul cycle instructor, I occasionally still battle and still struggle with stage fright. And where this is like where I can't look at the front row, like I'm looking through people, not at people. And it has nothing to do with my confidence, yet it shakes my confidence to the core because it's not about me being in front of an audience, and it has everything to do with my belief in my ability to create close, intimate connections with people. All that intimate stuff, right? And even saying this out loud is tough for me to share, because it's not a fun thing to share either, but it's the truth. And because of this lack of belief in myself, this lack of belief in that, I may not be capable of creating deep, intimate connection. Like, I can't even say it. Believing that I can't create these deep, intimate connections, rocks my confidence on a platform that I typically would have no problem shining on. So when it comes to, working with my clients, and, what I want you to ask yourself is, when you think about your confidence overall, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? And then I want you to think of the areas in your life where your confidence is a 10. Because again, if you are like me, you are a 10 in almost every area of your life. And then I want you to notice the areas of your life where your confidence is under, let's say, a 3 or a 4. Think about those areas in your life where you may not feel the shiniest, you may not feel like you're the best, or you may not feel that you have the experience, the seniority, or someone else deserves it over you. And then I want you to take some time, whether it's right now pausing this video or when you have a moment, to write down what the difference is about those areas in your life where you are a 10 and those areas in your life where your confidence is under a 3 or a 4. And then see if there's one thing that could potentially take those experiences or those parts of your life that are under a 3 or a 4 up to a 7, 8, 9, 10. So for me, it seemed like a no-brainer to become a soul cycle instructor. I mean, I loved being in front of people. I loved cycling. I loved music. I loved public speaking. But what I didn't comprehend was the level of intimacy and connection that's involved in our community, which is so special and so rewarding about Soul Cycle, yet it used to be so uncomfortable for me. So that discomfort is what was challenging my confidence. Not that I didn't have confidence, but this limiting belief that I had about myself was challenging my confidence. And another reason why, this is like a huge reason why I love coaching, because this was drawn out of me by one of my coaches, by this coach knowing how to connect these dots with me about my, not a lack of confidence, but a limiting belief about my connection with intimacy and closeness. And this coach being able to support me and hold me accountable through this breakthrough and through this, this evolution that I was going through, that I was craving, right? Because I wanted, and I do want this connection and this closeness with people, because it also shows up in another huge area of my life, which is partnership in love. So this is what I'm in the process of healing. And this is what I'm in the process of stepping further into the higher version of myself. So for my super confident people out there, my tribe of very confident folks out there, When something is challenging you or someone is challenging you, I ask you to take a breath and to take a moment to see what wants to evolve about you and what wants to be heard and what wants to be paid attention to in your life, to see if there is an opportunity to heal and to move forward from it. So I know this is such a huge opportunity for a lot of confident people out there, because I know you are destined for greatness. The confidence is what has you heading in the direction of greatness. And I know this because you could feel it in your bones. I know a lot of confident people, a lot of people who are stepping fully into their professional purpose. And when your confidence is challenged, it may only mean that you're great, that something great is coming your way and something about you is ready to evolve. So how awesome is that? So let me know in the comments below what, that one thing that could shift your confidence from a 4 to a 10 in something in your life. And let me know what might be ready to evolve about you. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Have a great night. Bye.